Ever feel like you can see exactly what you need to do, but something just stops you from actually doing it? Or maybe you dive into something new, all fired up, only to pull the plug on yourself before you really get anywhere. If you've ever found yourself wondering, why do I keep holding myself back? Let's talk about it. Here are 7 signs you might be stuck in a cycle of self-sabotage. Let's start with the first one, the last-minute delay. You tell yourself you'll get ahead this time, but somehow, you always end up waiting until the very last second. Maybe you put off sending that important email, prepping for a meeting, or even just getting out the door. It's more than just procrastination, it's almost like you're seeing how close you can get to the edge. Deep down, it can feel safer to scramble than to give it your all and risk falling short. And the delay? It gives you a built-in excuse if things don't work out. Next time you're waiting for that pressure to kick in before you act, notice if this pattern's showing up for you. Now, here's where things get interesting, the sudden self-critique. You're making progress, things are actually going well, and then suddenly, your inner voice pipes up with, "Who do you think you are, or you're just going to mess this up?" It's like someone flips a turning all your excitement into anxiety. This isn't just about being hard on yourself, it's your mind trying to keep you in the safe zone. If you notice that your self-talk gets meaner the closer you get to your goals, that's a classic sign of self-sabotage. It's almost like you're pulling the emergency brake just as you start to pick up speed. Think about this for a second, the overcommitment trap. You say yes to everything, projects, social invites, extra favors, until your schedule is so packed, there's no way you can keep up. On the surface, it looks like you're just really driven. But underneath, it's often a sneaky way to avoid going all in on any one thing. When you're stretched too thin, it's easier to have an excuse for not hitting your potential. Maybe you find yourself juggling 2 committees, helping a friend move, and planning a party all in 1 week, and suddenly you're too wiped out to chase what you really want. Overcommitting protects you from the risk of putting yourself out there, and maybe not measuring up. And here's another one that's easy to miss, the disappearing act. When things start to get real, like a relationship's going well, a new job opportunity comes up, or you're getting close to a personal goal, you quietly pull away. Maybe you stop responding to texts, start missing meetings, or just let things slowly slip. You might tell yourself you're busy or just need space, but deep down it's really about the fear of not living up to expectations. Dodging situations where you might get judged feels safer than risking disappointment. If you catch yourself retreating just when things look promising, this might be your invisible wall. Now, let's talk about the comfort zone loop. You find yourself gravitating back to what's familiar, even if it doesn't really make you happy. Maybe you stick with a job you've outgrown, keep the same old routines, or avoid tough conversations. You might say you're just being practical, but underneath, it's about steering clear of discomfort and uncertainty. This loop can make you feel stuck, even when everything looks fine from the outside. It's a subtle way of trading short-term comfort for long-term growth. If you keep dodging risks you secretly wish you could take, pay attention to what's holding you back. Here's one that really stings, the self-fulfilling prophecy. You expect things to go wrong, so you act in ways that almost guarantee they will. Maybe you don't prep for an interview because you're sure you won't get the job, or you keep your ideas to yourself because you're convinced no one will care. And then, when things don't work out, it just feels like proof that you're not good enough. But really, it's just your mind's way of trying to protect you from disappointment. If you notice a pattern of expecting failure, and then seeing it happen, this is a sign you're caught in a self-sabotage loop. Now, this last one is big, the abandoned ship moment. Right when things are about to shift, maybe you're about to hit a milestone, or finally get some recognition, you pull back. Sometimes you quit, sometimes you make a reckless choice, or you just stop showing up.